This lesson is part of our 5th grade Earth Science unit, Earth and Space Systems. Our learning target for this lesson is to give examples of ways human activities have had an effect on land, vegetation, streams, oceans, air, and outer space. At the end of the slideshow, we will take a quiz with 5 questions. You will be asked to identify a human activity that has had a negative impact on the environment and identify a positive change people can make to counteract that change. There are 2 vocabulary words that are important to understand for this lesson. A single-use plastic is an item made of plastic that is used only once before it is thrown away or recycled. Examples of single-use plastics are straws, plastic snack or sandwich bags, coffee stirrers, water bottles, and most food packaging. The word biodegradable describes something that is capable of being slowly destroyed and broken down into very small parts by natural processes. Items made of paper, plant material, or compostable products are examples of biodegradable items. Plastic is a material that is man-made. Without humans, plastic would not exist on Earth. There are some ways that plastics have a positive outcome for people. In other ways, plastics have a negative effect. Some of the positive uses of plastics are that they can be used in ways that save people's lives, such as bike helmets and airbags. Plastic water bottles can bring clean drinking water to people who don't have it. Plastic also is used for many medical supplies that save people's lives. The negatives of plastics are that most people use plastic items and throw them in garbage more often than we need to. Single-use plastic makes up more than 40% of all plastic trash. Because plastic is not biodegradable, it can take hundreds of years or even longer for some plastics to decompose. Scientists estimate that 8.8 million tons of plastic wind up in the ocean every year. You may be wondering how all of that plastic gets into the ocean, or why does it matter? Plastic left on the ground as litter often blows into creeks and rivers, eventually ending up in the ocean. Because plastic doesn't decompose back into nature like an apple core or a piece of paper, it stays in the ocean forever. Sadly, ocean animals are harmed when they get tangled up in plastic or mistake it for food. There are ways we can all help by reducing our plastic use. First, say no to straws when you are having a beverage. Second, drink out of reusable bottles instead of single-use plastic bottles. Third, pack snacks in reusable containers. Number 4, choose snacks that have no plastic packaging, such as fruit. Another great tip is to always have your ice cream in a cone instead of using a plastic dish, spoon, etc. You can buy products in bulk to reduce packaging waste. Another tip is that when you choose toothpaste or face wash, use products that do not contain microbeads. Suggest to your family that you use bar soap instead of bottled liquid soap. Another tip is when your family goes shopping, bring reusable shopping bags to the store. And, very importantly, never litter. Let's review our learning target. Our use of plastic impacts the Earth's land, vegetation, wildlife, streams, and oceans. Plant debris that ends up in landfills does not biodegrade or break down in nature. Trash that is thrown out often ends up in streams and rivers and makes its way to the ocean. There, it is harmful to the ocean life. It is often mistaken for food. It can also cause animals to get tangled up and trapped. It is important that people work to reduce our use of plastic, especially single-use plastics, such as plastic straws and bags that are only used once. You can click Next to take the quiz over this lesson.